In Part 3 of our Cold War unit, we are going to cover the first of 4 proxy wars in which the United States and the Soviet Union involved themselves in another country's conflict in order to influence the outcome in their favor. The Korean War, which lasted from 1950 to 1953, was a significant conflict that occurred in the Korean Peninsula. The lead up to this conflict can be traced back to the end of World War II in 1945, when Korea was liberated from Japanese colonial rule. The country was then divided into 2 separate zones by the United States in the south and the Soviet Union in the north. This division ultimately led to the establishment of 2 separate governments, the Republic of Korea, or South Korea, and the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, North Korea. As you are listening and taking notes today, focus on the following essential question. What factors led the United States to involve itself in the Korean War? After World War II, Korea was divided into 2 zones at the 38th parallel by the United States and the Soviet Union. This was done in order to run the country as they worked towards establishing peace in the region, much like in Germany. The Soviet Union controlled the northern zone, while the United States controlled the southern zone. The division was a temporary solution to manage the Korean Peninsula until a unified government could be agreed upon. However, due to increasing tensions between the 2 global superpowers, the division became permanent, leading to the Korean War and the creation of North Korea and South Korea as separate nations. In the North, Kim Il-sung emerged as the leader under the support of the Soviet Union, while in the South, Syngman Rhee became the president with the backing of the United States. These 2 leaders held different ideologies, which further heightened the tensions between the 2 Koreas. Furthermore, the international occupation of Korea by the Soviet Union and the United States played a crucial role in escalating the conflict. The presence of these 2 superpowers in Korea intensified the ideological divide and fueled the push for reunification under each respective government. The 38th parallel, which was the line of latitude chosen as the division point between North and South Korea, became a symbol of this separation. However, tensions continued to rise between the 2 Koreas, leading to border skirmishes and eventually the outbreak of the Korean War in June 1950, when North Korean forces invaded South Korea in an attempt to unify the Korean Peninsula. Ultimately, the Korean War came to an end in July of 1953 with the signing of the Korean Armistice Agreement. While this agreement ceased the hostilities, it did not result in a formal peace treaty, meaning that technically North and South Korea are still at war. The armistice also solidified the division at the 38th parallel, maintaining the status quo that still exists to this day. Take a moment to reflect on today's essential question. What factors led to the United States involving itself in the Korean War?